she's so fine. Hell of a ride, blows my mind. Hell of a ride, lights my day.
What's good, guys? I am super excited and happy to tell you that CNN has finally picked up the Mikayla Miller situation coming out of Hopkinton, Massachusetts. They picked it up at 4:19 Eastern Daylight Time today. Family demands accountability as Massachusetts authorities investigate the death of a black 16-year-old. That, of course, is a picture of Mikayla Miller. The family of a black 16-year-old is demanding accountability and transparency after authorities announced an investigation into the teenager's death last month in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Mikayla Miller's body was found by a jogger in the woods off of a walking path during the early morning of April the 18th, according to a Tuesday news release from the Middlesex County District Attorney's Office. The day before, authorities said the teen's mother made a complaint about her daughter being, quote, jumped, end quote. The teen reported that she was punched in the face and showed blood in her lip. The investigation into the physical assault remains open, and there are no charges so far. According to activist Tito Jackson, who said he spoke on behalf of Miller's family at a vigil Thursday, police told the family that the teenager had committed suicide. Jackson said Miller's body was found alone, up against a tree, with a belt around her neck. However, the district attorney's office said a ruling on the cause and manner of death is still pending from the medical examiner's office, end quote. No final conclusions have been reached, end quote. The DA's office said investigators have been able to interview witnesses, conduct a forensic analysis on a cell phone, and review other evidence during the ongoing investigation, including video surveillance. Middlesex County District Attorney Marion Ryan said the autopsy and investigation into Miller's death will likely take more than 3 months to complete. Quote, 3 months is fairly quick, actually, unfortunately, Ryan said at a Hopkinton School committee meeting, where she addressed questions regarding Miller's death investigation. Quote, we have made some efforts to obviously, given the public interest around this, to try to expedite the process. That's always something that you do, that at the expense of some other family that's been waiting, end quote. The district attorney's office released a timeline of events from the weekend Miller died, based on preliminary information. Ryan said it will do a fulsome and accurate account of what led to her death. At the vigil on Thursday, Mikayla's mother, Calvina Struthers, raised questions about whether the death was a suicide, calling for forensic to be done and released on the belt found with her daughter's body. Struthers also called for the release of police reports of the April 17th assault and the report of the morning the teen's body was found. CNN has reached the Hopkinton Police Department seeking further information, including its report on the case, but hasn't received a response. CNN made a similar request to the Massachusetts State Police, but it referred the inquiry to the DA's office. Struthers also called into question some of the evidence presented by DA Ryan, including that the teen's phone allegedly traveled a distance of 1,316 steps, roughly the same distance from her home to the location where her daughter's body was found. The phone had not been activated at the time, Struthers said, citing information she received from Apple. During Thursday's vigil, former Boston City Councilor Jackson pointed toward race as a reason for the alleged lack of transparency from authorities in the case, saying, quote, imagine she, Mikayla, was white and 5 black kids beat her up one night, and the next morning she was found dead. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes and see the truth that we know, that if Mikayla was a young white girl, we wouldn't be here 2.5 weeks after, end quote. On Tuesday, Ryan addressed concerns from citizens that her office had reached a conclusion in the death and that it was involved in a, quote, cover-up, end quote. During a press conference, Ryan said, quote, make no mistake, there is no truth to the allegation that we have reached a final conclusion, end quote. Ryan continued, quote, let me also speak to the calls and questions that we have appropriately received from concerned citizens, regarding the notion that this office in some way has neglected Mikayla's case, or worse, so much worse, is engaged in some sort of cover-up because Mikayla was black or because she was a member of the LGBTQIA community. That is painfully false, end quote. While Miller's mother said she didn't hear from the DA until 12 days after her daughter's death, Ryan said her office has been in almost daily communications with the family's representative. Now, another thing that is also very interesting, even the DA herself said that the call to the police was made by Mikayla's mother at 7:17 p.m. on April the 17th. Why is it not on the call log? The Hopkinton Police public log. Why is it not on there? You can see 417 at 1701, 417 at 1731, 417 at 2119, and then it goes into 418. Not only that, there wasn't a report for when they found her. But I'm going to do another video showing this information. So just know that I will be releasing another video showing this police log, and we'll go over it. But it's not there. So Courtney M., if you're listening still, I would love for you to explain to me what information that I put out that was false. Because everything that I've said was released at the vigil and also told by the district attorney's office. I'm going to end the video on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.